everybody. How you doing? Thank you all so very much for bringing me up to 101 now subscribers. I appreciate it a lot. So the song I'm going to do is called Say It Isn't So by the great Daryl Hall and John Oates, the legendary duo. It's one of my favorite songs growing up, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's get started. Say it isn't so. Say it isn't so. Say it isn't so painful to tell me that you're dissatisfied. The last time I asked you, I really got a lame excuse. I know that you lie. Now wicked things can happen. You see, I'm going down a wall. But when you play in a quiet way, that bites it even more. Say, tell me what you want. Yeah, I do it, baby. I promise right now. Who brought you up when you were stuck? No motivation had you on the ground. I know your first reaction is slide away, hide away, bye-bye. But if there's a doubt, baby, I can give out 1,000 reasons why you have to say it isn't so. 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 Now say it isn't so. We like to be strangers at the party, two rebels in a shed. You like to move with the best of them you know. Move so well. Don't need someone to lean on. I know, well, there's an open door. But if my face was being replaced, I'd want you even more. You got to say it isn't so. 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 Ooh, say it isn't so. Oh, who say it isn't so? Why you wanna go when you have to say you wanna go? Ooh, oh baby, say it isn't so. Say it isn't so. You know I won't make you. Say it isn't so. Say, oh, hey, you got to say, come on, go, hey. Say, you got to say it isn't so. Mwah.
Mwah. Hello everyone. I know this is a weird stream. It's like 9 p.m. here. I actually wasn't planning on streaming tonight, but I was checking my Twitter for Breets. I was checking my DMs, and I saw that my, of course, best friend West Most sent me some articles written by Mister, our good buddy, the Alpha Male Jorrun Comedy. So I figured that I would stream and check these out. No, I can't actually show these. I can't actually show these on screen until I scroll down a little bit because it says his full name. Um, yeah, and I'm not trying to dox them. It's just not something I'm trying to do. You know. That being said, I need to. Hmm. Okay. So this first one is I don't know what these are actually. To be to be honest, I think Morn looked at these on her stream. This first one is a review. It looks on New Bedford Guide, whatever the fuck this is. Jazz at Lincoln Center with I have no idea how to pronounce that, but I'm sure Jorrun will give us a little hint into that. Uh, Let me zoom in here so I can read better. My eyes aren't what they used to be. Ready for this bombshell. Okay, this is Jorrun, but I'm just gonna read it in my regular voice because, you know, I'm boring, so. Ready for this bombshell. I don't like jazz, never have. Oh, I respect jazz, but never liked it. As a musician for the past 20 plus years, I know it takes a superior ability to play that style of music, and it is complex as all get out. What the fuck? Okay, I can show you guys now. Oh, wait, no, I can't. Ability to play music of that style, and it's. Yeah, I can show you. And it is all get out. It's just that I've never liked it. It seems a little bit too busy for my taste, whatever the fuck that means. So Jordan doesn't like jazz, guys. Hey, Donde. I was just playing Sims. I still need to add Jordan to my save so I can torment him. I don't blame you. Uh, let's see here. Yeah, so Jordan doesn't like jazz, guys. However, that all changed earlier this month when my mind was opened by a performance at the something theater by Jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra featuring seven-time Grammy award winner. I have no idea. Wynton Marsalis? I have no idea. It's this guy. Uh, the show, the show was 2 hours of nonstop excitement. The 15-piece orchestra tore through everything from 85-year-old composer com- compositions by Duke Ellington. I know nothing about music, so I'm trying, guys. You can only stick around for a little bit. Hey, here to party. Yeah, we're talking about music. Where this is a article that our good friend Jordan Comedy wrote for us. Duke Ellington to new music by their bassist. When a band leader boasts that they are going to play a piece that has never been performed by any orchestra besides the original because it's simply too complex, you know you are witnessing witnessing some serious talent. I found myself enjoying every selection, with my favorites being the Latin tinged pieces where the group was augmented by a conga and a timbale player. What the fuck is the point of this review? I don't even know what the hell New Bedford Guide is, but whatever. Let's keep going. Our good buddy Jorrun has, we have to read this because our good buddy Jorrun wants us to. Jorrun, jazz is mainly improv, you dumbass. I don't like real jazz. I like the funkier stuff from the 70s. Well, Jorrun apparently doesn't like any jazz, but had a good time here for some reason. When Winston was the ultimate host, he made a special effort to let us know who composed each piece, giving numerous credits to the oft unsung Billy Strayhorn, including right before performing Strayhorn's outstanding piece, Lush Life. When are we going to get the Steer Music cover of that, Lush Life? He even gave the mic to his bass player, Carlos, so that Carlos could introduce a composition he wrote himself and explain its origins. Well, that's lovely. Glad that Jorrun can enlighten me, though. He's enlightened us all. Gifted with a warm, low voice. My hair keeps getting in my eyes. Low voice, Marcellus told entertaining stories. Well, I hope it was more entertaining than the fucking Salem story that Jorrun told, or ripping off an old woman of $80 throughout the evening, along with some real funny jokes. Aha! When a heckler called out something Witten couldn't understand, he responded with, "Could you yell that out again? I couldn't understand it. Sounded good, whatever it was." Even his less... Jordan watched someone else get heckled. I don't know what this is or who this is. Yeah, if anyone could give me context to this, that would be, fantastic. Uh, Even his less entertaining asides ended with a laugh. The only time during the show that he seemed to be drowning on to his fellow musicians time to prepare for the next song, he ended, "I have no idea what I'm talking about." Oh my goodness. Uh, Winston introduced all the members of the Jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra to the audience, causing some laughter when he repeatedly named one of... What the fuck is this? Leave me alone. Named one of the saxophones who played so well that night. His eager... Sorry, I got a notification. His eagerness to share the spotlight with fellow musicians, along with his musical ability, makes Marcellus the embodiment of the phrase "modesty plus immense talent equals genius." I get confused because he keeps calling him Winton and then he keeps calling him by his last name, and it's just like, I don't know. Just call him either his full name or just call him like his... Pick one. Pick a road, Jorrun. Every single musician had a a chance to shine during the show. Most had severe solos, while the ones who didn't played amazingly well. My gosh, in their own right. I thought some of the notes the term I thought some of the notes the trumpet players were hitting might tear a hole in the fabric of space and time. The fuck? But no, the universe remains safe. Good thing, since I have so much more living to do. Guys, Jorrun doesn't want trumpet players to tear a hole in the fabric of space and time because he has more living to do, guys. What credentials does Jorrun have to be a music critique, especially with a genre he doesn't know shit about? He said he doesn't even like jazz. So that's what I'm wondering. Like, what the fuck is the point of writing this? Now he's talking about the fabric of space and time. Does this guy watch Back to the Future before writing this? What the fuck? After 2 hours, Winton thanked us and left the stage. We made a special effort to ensure our cheers were loud enough and long enough to be worthy of such a great performance. Winton thanks us by returning to the stage for a generous 15-minute encore. About 15 minutes. This time he was leading a 5-piece arrangement. The smaller group led to a more intimate the smaller group led to a more intimate feel, with Winton and another trumpet player walking to the stage. This is so weird. It's like it goes from being like kind of boring of Jorrun just like over explaining shit to Jorrun like being like, the fabric of space and time was gonna blow up by those trumpet players, and then like he wanted it to be more intimate. What the fuck? His guitar skills match that as an elementary school student in their first year of lessons. I'm gonna make a video where I play my trombone next to a Jorrun cover. You know, in like 4th or 5th grade, for music we were learning how to play a guitar, and I can honestly say I can't now, but I could play Iron Man actually good, like back then. So I could, my fifth grade year old self could play, fifth grade year old self, however old I was, 10 or 11, could play guitar better than Jorrun can now. Yes, the night was magical, and everyone involved in the jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra was, I don't know what that word is, talented. There was no downside to the evening, so stop looking for a but. Stop looking for buts, guys. No downside. So, yeah. Okay, if you really want one, here it is. Oh, I'm sorry, there actually was a but. I never liked jazz before, but Winton and the jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra changed that. I think it's time to learn some new jazz chords. Oh, shit. Jorrun went from not liking this to now being, like, wanting to learn it. What the fuck? Okay, guys, I have to put back the little sensor on the screen for a second. This one is called How to Absolutely, Positively Always Have a Good Time on Night. What? You think... What? You are thinking, how could you possibly make a promise to me like that, Jorrun? I believe that Mark Twain said, the only two certainties in life are death and taxes. Okay. Now I can put it back on screen, guys. Well, although Mr. Twain said many wise things in his time, stop being such a negative Nancy. I can I can virtually guarantee you have you will have a great time at any Yaaahaaarticles night with a little planning, forethought, and my general good advice. Let's dive in this, shall we? Let's start from the beginning. You can't enjoy Yaaahaaarticles night if you miss it. Guys, you can't enjoy it if you miss it. Guys, you can't enjoy Yaaahaaarticles night if you miss it. I don't even know what Yaaahaaarticles night even is. I myself didn't begin to attend Yaaahaaarticles for years simply because I forgot when it occurred. It's a Oh my god. It's a good idea to circle the date on your calendar, program a reminder in your phone, etc., so you can be notified when the second Thursday of the month rolls around. Oh my god, guys. Guys. You can't enjoy it if you if you miss it. You got to write it down on your calendar, guys. What the fuck? What kind of like this is tips of how to always enjoy it. No shit, Jorrun. Jorrun's dumbass didn't think to fucking write it down. And if it's always on the second Thursday of the month, you really don't have to write that down. It's not that hard, you know. Has a mailing list that gives you plenty of notice before the night arrives, as well as informing you of the specific events that will take place. You can also find Yaaahaaarticles night on Facebook, Twitter, and Flickr. Thanks, Jorrun. Figure out exactly what you like being a part of, what you do. What do you enjoy doing? Live music, viewing art, learning history. Yaaahaaarticles stands for Art, History, and Architecture. So that will be a part of every night by knowing what your interest or the interest of the group you're with are. You can make informed choices ahead of time and see things you know you will enjoy. Oh my gosh, is this written for like a 5-year-old? No shit, you guys, you gotta figure out what you're into to enjoy Yaaahaaarticles night. You know, you gotta figure out what you're into. Yaaahaaarticles goes from early 5 to 9. Wait, hold on. Yaaahaaarticles goes from 5 to 9 to be early. That may not always be possible, but it is better to be there when things start. Grab a schedule available at the downtown library and the most participating locations, and decide what your group would like to see when it is. And when it is. Jorrun. This is just getting me more upset than anything. Like, no shit, you need to fucking look up, you know, what you like. But hey, I mean, you know, maybe he's given some good facts to somebody. Eat before or after. Good news. Downtown has quite a variety of good restaurants, but waiting for your food to arrive and then eating it can be quite time consuming, especially if the restaurant is packed with other Yaaahaaarticles goers. If you eat during Yaaahaaarticles, I can't do that, my throat hurts. It makes my throat hurt. You'll probably miss something enjoyable. My advice would be to eat before Yaaahaaarticles, whether at at home or downtown. Please make it downtown. NB needs your money. Okay, Jorrun, chill. Look at this. Chill, dude. Quite a few establishments close before Yaaahaaarticles ends, so before it's better. If you see the schedule and nothing pills to you at, say, 7 p.m., that would be the time you eat up and chow down. Your enjoyment level is directly proportionate to who you are with. Okay, it's sad to say this, but if you haven't learned during childhood this lesson, I'll teach you it now. I'll teach it to you now. I mean, everything you should have learned from childhood. Do they have black people barbecue? I don't know. We haven't got to that point yet. Well, he didn't say, but I would assume. I would assume that's in the downtown because they need money. I guess. Jorrun really wants you to go to the downtown. Yeah. If you are hanging out with killjoys, don't expect Yaaahaaarticles night to magically make your night fun. Think of who you spend most of your free time with. What words would you use to describe them? Carefree, in love with life, childlike in wonder, a joy to be around, miserable, chronic complainers, never satisfied, always expecting to go wrong. Personally, I have a better time alone, yeah, than with whiny little bitches. Dude, Jorrun's just salty because he couldn't find a date. Oh my god, guys. Can I say it? Can I say that here? Is this guide family friendly? Whoops. Whoops. Of course, the best time is had when you are with people up for adventure, new experience, and are fun to be with. Discuss with your friends what activities you will all like and go forth and enjoy, my son. The fuck? Jorrun is such a weird fucking person. I hope this has been very informative to you, as if it could be but that. As if it could be anything but that. Okay, Jorrun. Guys, this has to be informative. There's no way that this isn't shit that a fucking brain dead person would already know to do, but whatever, you know. See you downtown next second Thursday of the month for a night to remember. September's Yaaahaaarticles is this Thursday, September 13th, 2012. Oh, wow, this was written way back in 2012 then. Are these Yelp reviews? No. Basically. I don't know what these are for. It's a review, but like it seems like it's like, I don't know. It seems like it's like what's it called? It seems like he's trying to write a blog. It's weird. Anyway, I need to cover this up again. Okay, so this one is called Review Al Green at the Z. Okay, finally one I can actually read. On August 26th, the Something Theater had the honor of hosting R&B soul legend Al Green. The Reverend Al Green is one of those guys that you know more songs from. Is one of those guys that you know more songs from than you think you do. The big hit was Let's Stay Together, but he had 13 Billboard Top 40 hits. Let's Get Married, Love and Happiness, Here I Am, Come and Take Me, Take Me to the River. No, that was not a Talking Heads original, and many more. Okay, Jorrun. He puts a lot of explanation points in his writing. Uh, Al came on to much applause and genuine love, looking very dapper in a black suit and sunglasses. He was not afraid to feature members of his nine-piece band, including his guitarist, keyboardist, and horn section, giving all their names and letting them solo, especially his second keyboardist, who was from Boston. This got thunderous applause and screams of pride. Okay? His four-piece backup singers featured three women, all of whom were his daughters. I'm surprised he wrote women. Three women. All of whom were his daughters. Jorrun was a little bit too excited about that, but the Reverend showcased them on a version of Amazing Grace, having them sing this classic, very quietly and then loudly, which they did in effortless beauty. Isn't that just how music works? Usually it starts quiet, and then whenever they get to the chorus, it gets louder. Jorrun. Jorrun. A 67. Wait, no. And a Reverend since 1976. Spiral. Oh my gosh, I can't pronounce that word. Did play a part in his performance. Spirituality. Huh. Says the person that left the church and went to the Church of Satan. Especially when he informed us, I am a child of God, I can make you dance. If all men of God were like him, you'd be in church every Sunday, wouldn't you? I don't know, guys. If all men of God were like him, would you be in church every Sunday? It's called being a crescendo, but he's such a musical genius, so maybe I'm wrong. And I should just burn my music degree. Al thanked me for. Oh, Al thanked the Lord for letting him perform music for 4 decades and counting. I thought Al thanked Jorrun for a second. I mean, who wouldn't? At 67 years old, age had not diminished him, just lessened him slightly. The fuck? Age had not diminished him, just lessened him slightly? I don't know why Jorrun is so against old people. Jorrun is old. 67 is not that far away, boy. He effortlessly, my god, I can't fucking read. He hit all the hit all of the high notes in his hits. After holding one note for a while, he informed us, "See, you have to hold it." What the fuck? "See, you have to still hold it." Okay. He did stop twice, putting his head down and his hands on his knees, catching his breath before the next onslaught. Nevertheless, the show ran an extra 50. What's up with this 15 minutes? You want to know how long it wrote me to write that poem?
How long?
About 15 minutes.
Wow, is that good or bad?
That's actually good. Usually doesn't take me that long to write a poem. As you can see, we like to rock, he said, after turning Love and Happiness into an extended jam, bringing the horn section to the front of the stage. Maybe I should have had some background music, but I don't know what to add. The audience, although not at capacity loved him. Many people left the seats to come up to the front. Wait, the audience absolutely not, although not at capacity, loved him. Many people left their seats to come to the front right side to snap pictures and dance with him. Maybe I was with them for most of the concert. I'll never forget the older lady in the wheelchair jamming in her chair and loving Al even more than the rest of us. Al proved to be the, whatever the fuck that word is, gentleman hanging out long-stemmed roses to the ladies. Rosca Smiley in an unlimited supply. He asked, "May I come back again?" And we screamed, "Yes." And the woman threw her underwear on stage. I might be remembering this wrong. Yeah, Jorrun, I'm sure you are. What the fuck? Nobody does that. Unless it's like movies and shit. Maybe porn. Jorrun watches a lot of porn, so it could be. After multiple shouted requests, Al finally got to "Let's Stay Together," encouraging the audience to sing along. Although Al didn't have the energy to move like the old days, he had two backup dancers to keep the energy up, as well as the audience. Some of the more mind-blowing parts of his performance were covers, from his left-field version of Roy Orbison's "Oh Pretty Woman," one of my favorite artists, to his wonderful melody of Motown classic "Sugar Pie Honey Bunch," "Sitting on the Dock of the Bay," "Can't Get Next to You," and others. Because Jorrun is an expert on singing high with flawless falsetto. Everyone would leave whenever Jorrun took stage for comedy shows. Jorrun must be so jealous. But was it better than Jorrun's cover of "Can't Get Next to You"? Did he cover that? Huh. If he did, we may have to listen to that. After missing James Brown a few years ago. What? And only a few months before he died, my New Year's resolution this year was to see as many of the all-time greats as I could before they passed on. Jesus, Jorrun. With recent guests like B.B. King, Al Green, Buddy Guy, and Joan Rivers. I missed her winter performance regretfully. The theater makes it easy. Any chance we can get the Isles Brothers Z. I don't know who that is. But yeah, but if Jorrun did, I'm assuming that was on the Steer Music. Let's see here. Can't get. Oh, I don't know what this is. Oh, he did sing it. I didn't even realize. Yes, and I showed it to my friend who played one of the Temptations in a Broadway show, and he laughed so hard. Great, everyone Jorrun goes to these ties. Hey, Clobber.
Melina DS is the best. You're crazy. Jazzy D is the best.
No, Super Rona Amira Sing and Play is the
Oh, yeah, this was the one where he had 4 different personalities for some weird reason.
best.
No, Aquarian is the best, and I can't pronounce her last name.
can turn the gray sky blue. I can make it rain wherever I wanted to. Oh, I can build a castle from a single grain of sand. I can make a ship sail on dry land. But my life is incomplete, I'm so blue. 'Cause I can't get next to you, babe. No matter what I can't get next to you. Just can't get next to you, babe. Can't get next to you. I can fly like a bird in the sky. I can buy anything that money can buy. Oh, I can turn a river into a raging fire. I can live forever if I so desire. Can't get next to you, babe. Can't get next to you.
You know, we could actually have this for the back. King music. I need to turn it up a little more now. For my next article reading, now we need to go to this one. This one is called Hot Yoga and You. I need to.
I can't turn back the hands of time. You better believe I can.
Yoga, it is something I, as a healthcare provider, have recommended to my clients hundreds of times. Until recently, the number of yoga classes I have attended totaled 0. Oh, Jorrun. Okay, now you guys can view it. Before I come off sounding like a total hypocrite, let me give you some background. I did learn some. This is so distracting. I did learn some yoga in college course. And I did practice yoga from watching a video tape occasionally. I live in a live class with an instructor, question mark. Never got around to it. Even with all my good intentions, despite often seeing people of all ages in my practice with off-the-charts flexibility, something you really want to have, especially as you grow older. Jorrun, there's no way you have, off-the-charts flexibility. There's no way. Hot yoga also. Oh, this is the hot yoga one that Morn read. Okay. Also known as, by its license name, Verkram? I hate the 4 Jorruns too. Is the practice of doing yoga in a room heated up to the body's natural temperature, approximately 98 degrees. Jorrun, anyone reading this would already know what hot yoga is. After one of my past love interests, aka a woman he met in like a different country or some shit. Maybe it was the one from Las Vegas, the belly dancer, Cuban or half Mayan or where the fuck she was. I don't know. I don't I don't care. After one of my past love interests had a life-changing experience with it. No fooling. I became intrigued. She lost a significant amount of weight after 45 days of hot yoga and had a heavy emotional weight lifted off of her shoulders. Okay. So how did I get started?
For watching, please hit the notification bell to never ever miss a video. See you next time.
Yoga on Union, adorably, advertised as you. How is God fucking Jorrun? Okay, I had a. I'm trying to read the. It's so hard to fucking read this. Number one, the way he writes is weird, and number two, you like, it gets kind of boring, and then there's shit talking about like the space and time breaking by trumpet singers and shit, and it's just so odd. Had a special rate on hot yoga some time ago. I realized that not only was I going to be doing yoga in a class for the first time ever, but I was going to be sweating my. Whoa, what the fuck is this word? Butt off as well. That's me, all in or nothing. I'm sure it's like a race, but it's like I figured he would be like his I figured he would be like his what's Portugal's ass. He did yoga to meet woman and wear them at them bending in yoga pants. I was looking at those yoga pants in the wrong way, Wes. Let's see here. That's me, all in or nothing, even when I am a bit apprehensive. The owner and head instructor of You is Juliet Lorringer, a personal friend. Oh, she's a friend of his. No, a personal friend who assured me that the class taught by her would be unpretentious. Why would he think it? Whatever. Relaxed, and there was nothing to worry about. She was all right. Oh wait, no, she was right. I read this wrong because I'm so used to Jorrun just saying shitty things about people that it's like it catches me off guard whenever he says something positive. I arrived mat in hand, changed my clothes, and sat my water bottle next to me. I wonder if it's the genie water bottle that Morn has made for us. So what was hot yoga like? To my surprise, half the students were male. That's gay, Jorrun. That's why he did hot yoga. It's like he learned so many things, but didn't ever take the time to get good at any of them. Yeah, at 48, I don't know. It's like Jorrun's going through like a midlife crisis, or has been going through a midlife crisis all of his life. It's weird at 48 to not have found something. Many came alone, some with significant others. All the man in the class were probably just trying to perv on Juliet like Jorrun was. Although I felt less in shape and experienced than the others around me. I don't know who this Juliet person is, but I'm guessing, well, maybe not. He didn't mention her race, so. As long as... Hold on. I was encouraged to hold poses only for as long as they were comfortable. And to take breaks when necessary. I recognize this as the advice of a yoga teacher who knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing because she told you to not fucking hurt yourself. Well, did Mac and Cheese know what she was doing whenever she told you not to use the fucking Bic pen on your dick? And boy, did I go for the water bottle quite a few times in the hour and a half class. Yeah, Jordan, of course you fucking did, because you're out of shape. I don't know when this was. I'm sure he was out of shape then, too. It doesn't really matter. The music was... I think these were all, like, 2012. The music was relaxing and not disruptive. Why do you have to mention the man-to-woman ratio? I don't know. That's a good question. Sorry, sip of water, yeah. I don't know. I'm guessing he was probably disappointed because he thought like it would just be like him and like all woman in there, and he would just be able to look at yoga breets the whole time. The sight of Union Street from many windows as a twilight was lovely, seeing the streetlights come on and the view of the waterfront. Juliet was alternately encouraging and funny. She was both encouraging and funny. True to her word, the mood was mostly relaxed and not overly serious. Although it was strange... Oh my gosh, excuse me. Although it was strenuous and effective, I left feeling energized, a feeling of well-being and having truly worked out my body and will. That's probably the first time Jorrun worked out in like years. Yoga freaks. I can wholeheartedly recommend yoga to anyone. It relaxes the spirit and strengthens the body and mind. Before attending the class, take the time to meet your instructor and question them, politely of course, about their experience and as well as their credentials. Why do you need to recommend yoga? You're writing a review for this yoga. See, this is why whenever Morn read it, I thought it was like Jordan's blog or some shit, because he writes everything like a blog. It's fucking weird. As always, see your doctor first before starting any new exercise regimen. Even more so if you are going to try hot yoga and you are heat sensitive. In other words, if you can't stand the heat, stay out of the yoga studio. Oh gosh, Jorrun, that joke fell flat. Anyway, we need to find, let's see here, Jorrun commentary. We need to find his little skydiving thing, because that's related to our next one. Sky. Come on.
Hey Stefan, how we doing?
Great, very good.
Excellent. Welcome to Skydive Newport. You ready to jump today?
Hell yeah.
Alrighty. Anything you want to tell anybody, like why you're doing this or what's going through your mind?
I had my 40th birthday. I wanted to do
Encouraging and funny, tiny and cute.
something special. I've wanted to do this 20 years.
Well, fantastic.
I'm
Well,
ready.
happy birthday to you.
Thanks, dude.
Enjoy it. We'll see you up there.
Oh, he definitely couldn't touch his toes in class. The skydiving, I think, might be the only thing that Jorrun...
Stefan, how we doing? Yeah? You feeling up to doing this? You feeling ready to do this?
Uh, I think this is the only thing. Hold on a minute. I think this is the only thing Jorrun actually did for himself to not try and get breeds. Then again, maybe he showed this off. I don't know.
I love everybody.
Why did you go skydiving? Well, we have to read the article. The article I'm gonna read next too, and he'll explain it. We gotta get all of this, guys. Oh shit, I had this low. Okay, that's fine. I mean, any still from this video I'm gonna send to Heisenberg. I just gotta find the right one. Probably to impress some girl he met online who lives in Guam. Probably. Oh my gosh, guys, look at his. Let me see if I can. Look at his head. Look at his head. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. His head literally looks like testicles now. Jorrun wore contacts? That's so weird. The closest Jorrun has ever gotten to have sex.
Is anything like you expected?
You know, for Jorrun to be as homophobic as he is, he has a man strapped to him. He went to an all-male yoga class, and he also had two men fighting over him in his skit. He had someone named Chad. He had someone named Chad recommend it. He wears glasses in a few. No, I know he wears glasses. It's just weird that he wore contacts while skydiving. You know, I have to disagree with you. I'm leaning towards virgin. Just about after watching all of his shit. Although I will say it's been if he's ever had any, I don't believe he has, but if he's ever had any, it's been a very, very, very long time.
Alright, man. Thumbs up, buddy. There we go. How was it?
Fucking phenomenal.
And the reason why I think he's a virgin, or the reason why the argument I would put out, is that during all the catfish interactions, he always goes straight to the genie talk, and I believe that like every time he's always went to the genie talk, the genie shit, and then that kind of turned the woman off, if she even was interested into him for whatever reason.
Let's do it again.
Turn towards me. Just stay close to each other on the ground. What did you think? What was your favorite part? Jumping out, free fall, or flying the parachute?
The scariest part was the jumping out. The pulling on it was incredible.
Very cool.
That was definitely the best part.
High five right here.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for jumping Skydive Newport. Great job. Woohoo! And both of your contacts.
Oh my god, he actually did the ow!
Great job. Woohoo! And both of your contacts.
I think he's had sex to lose his virginity and had genie sex once or twice before getting dumped or whatever. Maybe. I just think he went all for it. Anyway. I have to put this up because, as I said, it says his name, so I don't want to dox poor Jorrun. Skydiving over Newport. Oh, and the image that I have on screen is the actual image of the article. So, for as long as I can remember, I have always wanted to jump out of a plane. I love heights and am somewhat of an adrenaline, I can't pronounce that word, junkie, without getting into anything that would get me arrested, luckily. Yet, years turned into decades, and I still never attempted my dreams of skydiving until last October. Or, what's it called? October? Yeah. Okay, now I can show it on screen for you guys. Being a landmark year of my life, I decided I needed to do something special. A landmark year of my life. 40? Maybe? I decided I needed to do something special to commemorate the event. Also, someone much older than me was about to skydive. Enough was enough. On the suggestion of a friend, I contacted Skydive Newport. I wanted to be able to have a breathtaking view of the beaches, the breets, not a dull one of fields. There were plenty of customer ravings on the site. The safety record sounded great. The fuck? In fact, the owner contacted me the actual day of my jump because the weather conditions had turned unfavorable. That sort of thing will bolster your fate in any business. I called the next day to reschedule. Jorrun, that's so fucking exciting. we you know, God. Here it is. Here's our cheeky boy. My friend suggested I go the full package, which included pictures and videos. I'm very glad I did. I didn't cheap out on that. Every time I look at the pictures and videos, I fully recall the excitement, adrenaline, and yes, fear I felt when I took my jump. I shared them on Facebook to the delight of my friends, at least one of whom plans to do it herself. I arrived early so as to watch the very brief training video, which basically suggested to let the instructor do the work and not interfere. Tandem jumps have become the norm in the last few years, reducing the risk of of injury and ripcords pulled too late. But don't take all this safety talk to mean that skydiving is without risk. The many forms I had to sign made it abruptly clear that I could very well die. That sobered me up quickly. I put on my Elvis royal blue jumpsuit and loaded into the plane. The whatever the fuck this word is, seemed about the size of a large SUV. We had room for the pilot who had the only chair, 2 instructors, and 2 jumpers. We got up to 10,000 feet. At that height, I could see the tip of Long Island, New York. Before I knew it, the other jumper and his instructor were gone. I had my first flush of fear. When I realized I was next, it was really happening after all of these years. I wonder if Jorrun took writing classes. I don't know. Well, I actually spend money on something. The well, I mean, he couldn't have a magic carpet, so that was the closest. This man was his Aladdin. He was Jasmine. Fortunately, male pride and the expense stopped me from chickening out and asking to be flown down. Instead, I jumped at the height. You can see the curvature of the earth very easily, I screamed. Okay, is male pride actually a thing that people say? If so, they need to stop. First of all. And yeah, at least Jorrun isn't a flat earther, I guess. The free fall was 120 miles per hour. My contact lenses popped out immediately and were saved by the goggles they provided me. No shit, Jorrun. What the fuck? The ground below looked like something from a train set. Patches of land rushed at me, and the wind wiped loudly in my ears. Suddenly, the parachute opened. The descent was very slow. I was told to put my hands in a loop that hung from the chute and pulled the left one. I did so lightly. We turned slightly. My instructor tugged it hard and we spun out of control. I screamed again and immediately tugged the loop to repeat the experience. Suddenly, the parachute opened and... Oh wait, I already read that. My bad. I lifted my feet up and we landed on his. What the fuck? What? I screamed again and immediately tugged the loop to repeat the experience. I lifted my feet up and we land on his? On his what? I'm shivering as my mouth right. He unhooked us and I fell on my butt smiling. I wish I could. No, I can't. Okay. That's a shame. I wish I could zoom into that. Unhooked us and I fell on my butt smiling. Skydiving was crossed off my bucket list, except I wanted to do it again. I was jealous of my instructor, Nikki, who got to do it every day. What a weirdo. The adrenaline rush was incomparable. On the very first short walk back to the hangar, I felt as though reality was blurry around the edges. What is all this? This is so weird. The fucking space and time is there's gonna be a rift tore in space and time by the trumpet singers or the trumpet players, and then there's blurry edges from skydiving. What the fuck? Reality has blurry edges. I remember thinking that if I were to put my fist through a wall, I wouldn't feel a thing. Jorrun. No. I'm not at all sure whether this will sound cliche or inspiring. That day changed my life. Facing death directly tends to arrange priorities very quickly. The small day-to-day worries seemed blown away with the wind. Nothing that seemed important was any longer. Nothing that seemed important was any longer. I drove home slowly in no rush to do anything. My confidence in myself went through the roof. Like the alpha male energy whenever Clobber shows up to a stream. He didn't even face death. He was reverse 69ing with his instructor. He was. And that's weird to me for someone that's so homophobic to have such a good experience being strapped to a man. I'd encourage everyone who... I'm only joking, guys. I'd encourage everyone who has ever been... The only reason why I make fun of that shit is because Jorrun is so homophobic. Anyway. I'd encourage everyone who has ever been curious about it to try skydiving. I found the folks at Skydive Newport to be courteous, professional, friendly, and kind. The experience will be remembered by you for the rest of your life. It will temporarily give you the excitement that have been missing in your life. Next up, I am going to try to fly one of those Cessnas. I don't know what the fuck that is. What the fuck? The day after I made my jump, Felix set the new world record for skydiving at a height of 128,000 feet above the earth. That's 24 miles. Oh, and he broke the sound barrier. He was monitored by video by his by his proud family and the former record holder Joe, whose record was set in 1960. Jorrun, why was that last part necessary? That was something exciting someone else did. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me put this back up on screen here. Hold on. I just want to show this picture off. Anyway. Jorrun is so homophobic. So homophobic. Yeah, so that's actually all of the... the articles. I'm going to see here. And I'm going to end the stream here by playing Bunky's rap for you guys. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I know I didn't read the chat too much today. I was trying to get through the articles. And I'm a person that could obviously, you know, barely fucking read. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and have a good one, guys.
Nobody's toys are safe anymore. Bunky's here.
I'm still a toy, 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 I'm still a toy from a little boy. I'm still a toy, I'm still a toy. I'm still a toy, 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 I'm still maybe eat la choy. I'm still a toy, I'm still a toy from a little boy. I'm still a toy, I'm still a toy, I'm still a toy, I'm still yeah.
My name is Bunky, and I got a feeling that you got a toy, and your toy needs stealing. I'ma steal your toy, and I'll tell you something. When I take your toy, your dad will do nothing. You're gonna cry and throw a fit. Your dad will do nothing, cause your dad ain't shit. I'ma take a toy, fulfill all your fears, and you'll bitch about it for 40 years. When I snatch the toy, you'll flip your lid. You'll blame me when you touch a kid.
I'm still a toy, 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 I'm still a toy from a little boy. I'm still a toy, I'm still a toy. I'm still a toy, I'm still a toy, and you're never gonna meet Miss Vagina. I'm still a toy, I'm still a toy, and you're never gonna meet Miss Vagina.
Nobody's toys are safe anymore. Bunky's here.
I'm still a toy, 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 I'm still a toy from a little boy. I'm still a toy, I'm still a toy. Bunky has declared toy amnesty for all gathered here today.